Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel, founder of TinyRig, and today we're going to walk you guys through our Garmin PowerSwitch kit for the Ineos Grenadier. We've already got it installed in this vehicle, which you can see is an absolute disaster right now as we're going through and rebuilding this vehicle. But we're going to show you kind of what's inside of the box, what you're going to get, and then how to plug it in. All right, so you're going to receive this obviously taped up with some special packaging, but what's going to be in the box is your Garmin PowerSwitch, and then our wiring kit. So we're going to crack this open for you and we're going to show you what everything does. All right, so we've got everything separated in here, but you have everything you need to completely wire this up safely. So you're going to get two power cables pre-sleeved, and you're going to notice you have different size ring terminals here. You got a smaller side and a larger side. The smaller side is going to go to your Blue Sea fuse block and also your Garmin PowerSwitch. And then you've got your negative connection, which is going to go to your negative bus bar, and then your battery. In each kit, you're also going to get the marine braided battery fuse. So this is double fused because you're adding two devices. You've got your fuse block, and you've also got your Garmin PowerSwitch. So you'll see we have a 40 amp fuse, which is going to go to the Blue Sea fuse block, and we've got a 120 amp, 25 amp fuse, which will go to the Garmin PowerSwitch. So I'm going to walk you guys over, show you guys what else is in there. We've also got a hardware kit here, and this is going to be the hardware that you're going to use. Now this is M8 hardware. You have an Allen head here and a nylock nut. I'm sorry, a nylock nut and 4 oversized washers. You're going to put a washer on this side, and you're going to put a washer before the nylock. So we've got it all installed. It's super simple. I'm just going to walk you guys over and you guys can see what's going on. So the bracket's in place over here. We're not drilling any holes. The bracket is slotted, and so you have a lot of flexibility when installing it. Now, I have the button heads under here. I have a long T-handle that I like to use to be able to do a button head. So I simply hold that in here and then use a socket on this side or a ratcheting wrench to be able to tighten that up. You can crank it. It's all stainless hardware. You'll obviously secure your Garmin PowerSwitch with the pre-provided hardware. Your negative bus bar, your fuse block are all going to come already pre-installed for you. These are all covered and protected. You can see we've got 4 fuses plugged in right now. We're only using one of these devices, but great spot for a ham radio, a fridge, anything that needs to be fused and powered, but has its own power button. Really good option to go here. If you're running something like a set of lights or something that you want to trigger with, say, the dome lights of the vehicle, the Garmin PowerSwitch is going to be what you're going to use those connections for. The PowerSwitch is only going to take positive connections. It has a cover piece as well, and all of your positive connections are going to go to these 6 connectors here. All of them are rated for 30 amps, so you don't need to worry about which one you use. They'll all be rated the same. You do have a maximum capacity for this unit of 100 amps, right? So if you have 6 30 amp circuits, you can't run all of them at once. Right here is your negative connection, which comes with the Garmin PowerSwitch. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to wire that to your negative bus bar. Your power connection, which I showed you is the smaller ring terminal, is going to go to the PowerSwitch and then run it directly to that marine rated battery fuse, the one that's rated for 125 amps. Your 40 amp marine rated battery fuse, which is this one right here, this is a double post setup, is going to run to this guy right here. So you've got everything fused, nice and clean. I'll go into your start battery now. All right, so a couple of other things I want to point out here. Obviously, this is a aftermarket setup here, right? This vehicle was ordered with no dual battery and no factory auxiliary switches. We're using the power switch to control all the lights on this. We've also got a power switch installed with the same bracket under the hood over there. Because it's slotted, it has a lot of versatility, so you can actually put this in other places in the vehicle fairly easily without drilling. But it will be compatible with the factory setup. It'll be compatible if you have a seat delete. If you don't have a seat delete and have your factory seats in, you have access to all of these items. We've used it in many, many builds. And then if you're interested in kind of what else we've got going on here, this is the RedArc GP Factor battery kit, which we also sell and install here at the shop, and the RedArc BC-DC over there, which is now the DC and solar charging for this vehicle. Extremely clean setup, high quality bracket, high quality components, Very, very easy to install yourself if you'd like. But also, we're in Southern California. People ship us their vehicles all over the country and come to us for our clean wiring. We can do that for you as well. So, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and leave a comment. I think YouTube's the perfect place to answer a lot of these questions. In that install kit, you will eventually start getting a QR code that you can scan that'll take you to the YouTube video, this one that you're watching, maybe how you got here, and also there'll be some PDF instructions as well. But any questions, any interest in us building a Grenadier for you? We do everything from just basic electrical installs, auxiliary lights, to full build where we tear everything apart and kind of start fresh. We'd love to work with you. Thank you.